everything done and taken care of, and fixed and figured out, and who I need to notify and let know. Once I can get everything taken care of, don't have to fucking worry, so I can get my stuff and fucking leave and get the fuck out of here, or somewhere I'm not wanted or welcomed. Trust me, I'm trying to get out of here and go somewhere else and not be here. This is towards anyone that has an issue with me being here or whatever, fuck, I don't know, whatever reasons, or I don't know. Like, don't worry, I'm trying to get this shit figured out so I can go somewhere else and never come back if I didn't have to. But I'm trying to get certain things done, taken care of, to try to get the fuck out of town. There's been too many problems that were just unnecessary. So whoever that is, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't know you, never met you, never been with me offline. I'm leaving here as soon as I can. I gotta get certain things, my fares in order, things taken care of, whatever I can fit or take or carry, and get it out of here. And so, and that's another thing, just because you think you know somebody for so long, and you go on their word for it, to ever have to prove that for law, to have law enforcement involved as a witness as well, or other people as witnesses, or if they would go against you and be on the other person's side. It's whatever the fuck, whatever, to have to prove for that to be believed. Because you get punished for that too. Even if it doesn't matter if you're telling the truth. It doesn't matter. You get punished for that shit. All because of something somebody else fucking needs to admit what they did. They shouldn't have never done to somebody. A fucking apology don't do shit for it. But anyways, that's why nobody's with me. Nobody's been with me. I'm not messing with anybody like that. I don't know here locally or not or whatever anywhere else. It's been how long? I'm leaving. I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm just, since you can't tell me, show me who to do with online, offline, whatever the fuck it is, since you can't even do that, and not online on YouTube or through my fucking account or something like that. No interaction of any fucking kind has ever been offline to do with that. Okay. Just, good luck and take care, like, hopefully for me, good luck and take care for me as well, the best for me is best for you. But I'm leaving. As soon as I can. I gotta, hopefully nothing fucked up will happen to prevent it, or legally or something like that. Usually fucking happens. Or who all I need to get a hold of. And when that's another thing to do with, I'm not hating on Social Security, it's not nothing like that. I just don't understand certain to do with, they send paperwork to people that involved in your life or something like that to see if they would turn against you and go against your Social Security to not have to pay for your disability or your medical and things like that. You have no control over. Like, you want to do that, but yet though you want to bring babies into this world with birth injuries or birth defects and make it a living hell to either have a job, get a job, work, pay, take care of your fucking self. As you're older, no dependency of any kind or anything like that. You want to also make it to where if somebody goes against you to ruin your fucking disability or whatever it is, like what? Like why? And you want to be fucking, I don't know if it's me to be fucking aborted because you do some sick shit like that and you expect people to be fucking okay and you use that to your advantage. Anyone that's disabled or not or whatever, you use that shit to your advantage, and it's just really, it's like, oh my god. I worked and it caused me several injuries that I didn't want to die from, but you guys make it out as if we're just expendable casualties. Just, you want to save life, make life, this and that and that and this. But yet, though, as you get older, and if you're responsible for yourself, it doesn't fucking matter. Are you going to be a problem for society? That's another thing. That's another issue. They wonder why. Try not to have emotional breakdowns and issues like that, but they wonder why. Or do they not care? Why some, have to be dependent on that? Like, or to have to get a job or a part-time job. It's just some sick-ass, sick-twisted fucking game. It's gross, it's disgusting, and it's fucking horrible. You would recruit people to see if to get any disability, financial. It's fucking fucked up. What the fuck are you guys doing to people? Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna be hated on, right? To do with somebody wants to say they, are against abortion. Well, when you don't have a fucking person, anybody to actually never fucking mind. Whatever. Hopefully I can figure out my water situation and things like that. And then one wonder why we fucking have to protect and defend ourselves, and wonder why any mental, emotional fucking issues or who we gotta worry about that could potentially ruin that or destroy or just like who we could trust that would fill out paperwork if it would go against us or not. And then they wonder why sometimes we want to die, but we don't. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Suicidal? No, not. Are we expendable? Does it matter? Does it fucking care, right? Are we more of an issue or problem to address things, to bring up things that normally don't get talked about or looked into? But it's like our whole fucking life gets dragged through shit hell and looked into and proved and disproved. And depending on if we have anybody in our lives to try to live, to not have to fucking rely on anybody in certain ways, to not have to depend on that in so many ways. As to why there's certain things I desperately try to buy or get, so I don't have to worry about going without and then it causing me health issues, problems, and mental, emotional. Because nobody else is going to take care of it other than yourself. Say, for instance, as to why I was to try to get a bigger, better generator. So just in case, I don't want to go through that again and go without again, without power and utilities. And then I gotta worry about the gas situation. Or to deal with all that, or be treated like complete total dog shit hell. For someone to make up shit about homeless. What is that? What that one chick, Cheyenne or something like that? Some homeless chick do her fucking laundry at your house. I wasn't a fucking threat to you. Are you fucking kidding me? How much shit you fucking talked? I wasn't fucking with your man. That's another thing. I had to worry about that shit too. I wouldn't even needed to wash my fucking clothes and all that. You gotta worry about that shit too. Whether you're gonna have fucking clean clothes and place to fucking clean up at, or somebody trying to cause you to lose your fucking place to live if they want you to go without or have somewhere else you fucking can't even go or depend on or rely on. Like, Jesus Christ, man. It's a lot. God damn it. And then you gotta try to keep it together. And it could be just one thing. I can't get my water on. And it's like, I just can't help it anymore. It's just fucking breakdown. Because if I can't do it on my own, and I have nobody else, like, that's why I'm trying so fucking hard to figure out things to do, to have, and not have to fucking worry about that. To ask for
to not ask for any fucking shit, not anything from any fucking body ever again. It makes you to the point where you just want to fucking go under a rock and die or something. Or just crawl in my camper and just lock myself in and just no, you can't do that because you got to be forced to interact and things like that. There's no problem with that or needing to know certain people or to talk to certain people. That's an example of things you have to do, call, fill out information or this or that or that or this. Completely fucking isolate yourself. I just, I just can't help it when it could just be the simple thing of not having my water. And I'm just trying. Or anybody wants to make you feel like you're mentally, emotionally unfit, you gotta deal with that. Or, or somebody, that could potentially ruin your fucking life on if you're making it out on being disabled when you've got an endless amount of medical fucking issues since fucking birth. Have you ever gone through such hell because somebody made out as if you were a fucking damn intravenous user and you never fucking was because of the fucking scarring on your neck? If you don't know, yeah, I know, because it doesn't have anything to do with you, right? So it's not your responsibility to give a fuck. That's just the little bit of it. You get treated like shit. Or you get, that'll happen. Punished for things taken from you, or you get, or things being withheld from you, or complete and utter fucking control taken from you, or access to resources, certain things. And it's things that you've never done or never been involved in. Never. That you would have to keep fucking proving for years and years. I don't know how many times I've heard, oh, boo-hoo, oh, fucking boo-hoo, versus, oh, fucking, like, crying over nothing, you're fucking stupid, you're fucking retarded, versus, okay, thank you. Like, I didn't already know that. How many? How much more? I already tell myself, I already know that. I've already heard. No, she's so easily manipulated. She's so easily this and this and that and that and this. As to why I rather prefer to be alone by myself a lot of the time. Because of how bad the extent of it. On one hand, you don't want to be isolated, but on the other hand, you kind of have to. But anyways, excuse me for that. All I know is, though, it's not anything to the point where I would hurt anybody or want to hurt anybody or myself. It's not like that. Whoever that is, just please, just stop. It's not anything directed to anybody. If I want to fucking write a novel, or I don't know, write a book or something like, I don't fucking know, or write a story or something like that. Whatever it could potentially be. I just want to, there's just, it's not like I bring it upon myself on wanting to see how I'd be treated or lied about or whatever, but it's not really what you're trying to put yourself, your life in danger with, or whatever. I don't fucking know. Whatever somebody wants to. And that's another thing sometimes of having any issues of articulating of something, of expressing when I try to express myself or whatever. Hopefully. But I tell you what, though, it just felt completely amazing, though. I do appreciate that to do with DC, because I was able to get some food. To actually be able to go to the store and just anyways. And making it easy enough for me to get that set up, so I was able to just go to the store. And I just didn't really know, on calling the cards and stuff like that. I just, for some reason, I thought it was already activated and stuff like that. That's my bad, my mistake. But at least to have it easier to call the numbers and stuff like that, and get them turned on and access to, because I was fucking starving. Things that you don't get to eat or haven't had access to be able to eat, or you have to go without, or shit that'll make you sick. When you don't have no choice. And then that's another thing, and you got people that get on to you about, well, don't eat that. If it does that, don't eat it. I don't have a fucking choice sometimes of what I can eat and what I can't eat, to be able to have control over that. And then you're stuck in the mindset of things that you eat, and you still eat, even though it makes you sick. But when you're so used to having to do that, it's a hard habit to break. If that makes sense. And that's another thing. I was trying to do anything and everything to not have to fucking rely on so somebody can't say that they always have to take care of this and take care of that to do with me. I don't want to hear that. Firstly, you need to call them on your own. You need to take care of that on your own. You need to do this and you need to do that. And, well, now that I hope, my phone working and phone time and I have access. Because when you're alone, as much as it's not a pity party. I'm not having a pity party. It's just when you're alone for so long. By yourself, like all the time alone or something like that, and you have Wi-Fi, the internet, and to have access to things you didn't even know about or wasn't familiar with, or information you need to know with content or education wise, or what you can do for this and resources for that. Otherwise, you don't get notified of any fucking thing like that. Certain places that you live at, or it's limited of what you get told or what you need to know and things like that, of what they think you should, if they give a fuck enough about you, what you should know to help your life or not. And then that's another thing to have so much shit that goes against you to prevent that. What do you do? Well, how much proof do you have to have? Anyways, still stuck on the food, and I'm like, food! So, I don't need anybody getting on to me about my weight or whatever, because I don't want to go back into potentially anorexic or whatever the fuck, bulimic, or my weight up and down, or thyroidism. Blamed for. And it feels hella good. It really does. To just have food to eat. Decent, good food to eat. And I tell you what, though, with not having a working plumbing toilet or something like that, I had to spend extra money on a porta potty thing. Well, it's not really. It's like a compost. It's a toilet compost. It's badass, but these things are expensive. There's a reason why I had to get one, because of, once again, to do with my camper, to be able to get it cleaned out or something like that, or to be able to use the bathroom. And when you don't have access to go to the bathroom, you gotta worry about that. And a major reason of that as to why I'm not wanting to move in any fucking apartment, because I did that, and quite a few times, and it was just nothing but bad experiences, as far as having to have money for down payment, and just, I'm saying, as far as any damages to the place or whatever, or if you leave or you break the lease, and this and that and that and this and da 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 da, or you get evicted and this, or you lose that, you lose your income and that and this and this. Well, at least with my camper, I don't have to worry about having somebody on the lease that would leave me with the bills, pay for, to be put in debt and to steal from me and assault me. I don't want to go through that again. At least I own my own place and I don't have to fucking lose everything to be evicted. Not everybody can afford or be able to an apartment or some sort of something like that. With the homelessness is a fucking epidemic. Just people having to live with other people, that is just the amount of abuse and shit like that is just, oh my god. And I hope I don't ever mean to be I'm not ever meaning to do that, to seem abusive to anybody, and I'm not trying to do that, because I know what it feels like. It's fucking horrible. Of what you think you have to allow just to get through life. Or what you have to endure just to have any basic necessities or access or a way to get anywhere, to get a hold of whoever and whatever for that. Otherwise, I mean, they make it out like it's just so fucking easy peasy to get from place to place to place. It's not so cut and dry like they think it is on having access to that or to be able to afford it. As to why so much shit has just gone to shit. How much you gotta toughen the fuck up and say fuck your feelings or whatever and be like, well, it's either be homeless, and some people, I get it, I understand that don't have, quite a bit of people actually can't help that, but then you have the drug addiction and shit like that. It's insane. It's fucking nuts. That's why I don't fuck with anything. I'd just rather not. I have too much that I'm fucking fighting to hold on to and try to keep your fucking sanity and everything else, and the expectations of what is in life, in society. How much you can't expect or depend on being disappointed in your own self or something else or someone else. It's not making any fucking sense. It's another thing why I don't want to live certain places. I don't want to move in certain places. I don't want to live in certain places. Or I'm trying to avoid certain people that live in certain places that I don't want no fucking involvement in. To do with Brian Denton. That's another thing, dude. I don't fucking trust you. You're gonna message me and call me and shit like that, saying please pick up and answer this and da 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 da. I'll protect you and blah 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 and shit like that. But then when I'm like, all right, maybe, and then you're like, well, I want to have sex or this or that or have fun time. Dude, no! The fuck is wrong with you? This is why I have to be a bitch. Thought I could trust the motherfucker, and they use that to the shit fucking advantage, and I'm just like, ew, no, dude. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want to have fun time with you. I don't want to have fucking adult time with you. Leave me the fuck alone. Wasn't fucking interested. Or try to extort money from me or blackmail me or some shit like that. Gotta fucking worry about that shit now too, on top of everything else. God's sakes. That is another reason why I don't want to live certain fucking places of where certain people live at or whatever. If they're around the area or whatever, or something like that, or whoever they may possibly know. No. 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 No, no. Absolutely not. You gotta worry about that shit too. Who knows who? This is just, I don't know, giving people the heads up warnings. You believe it or not, or whatever, of shit that actually does happen. It's happened already. You fucking experienced it. And then you got people like, well, you don't need to be around certain people like that. You need to involve yourself with this and that and this person and that person and da 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 da. You don't have a fucking choice sometimes. Like, I ain't trying to be a complete fucking asshole bitch about it, but some fucking times you cannot avoid it. Wherever you go. Like, the fuck? Where? If it's fucking everywhere. Ugh. Shit gets on my nerves. Like, we have fucking control over where people go. Like, we can control that. Public places. Places to avoid, places not to go. For God's sakes. That's another major reason why I don't want to fucking move in no goddamn fucking apartment and be stuck. Be stuck there, you know? And then I gotta fucking start all over again. And all over again, start all over again. And who all lives where or what. That makes sense. Because it's not like you can just have a personal fucking bodyguard, right? No? Still waiting on trying to figure out the fucking my water. Trying to eat a little bit to calm me down like a little bit. I had a sinus infection, been dealing with that. Got, I don't know what sickness or cold. That's another thing I gotta fucking worry about. Who or where I'm at. If somebody has the slightest cold or sickness or something like that, man, it's like it just hits me and I'm I gotta deal with that when I don't have a fucking man around to take care of any fucking thing like that to help me. I don't have a man with me like that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with somebody to depend on? To go to the fucking store or whatever. What? That's another thing. Go to the fucking store without feeling like I'm scared to death. Law enforcement called on me. Or to get assaulted. Or be followed, or whatever the fuck it is, to a gas station, or I don't want to have to catch a ride from somebody and then they fucking take me somewhere else, telling me they're gonna fucking kidnap me, and they actually fucking do it, and I have to fucking keep my mind together. But so whether you report it or not, if the person's well known or something or not, or whatever, if people know them, or if you have a decision, a way to either lose everything you fucking have to do with your property, or have more debt on where you have to keep your camper at, or if they decide to, I don't know, take your car or your camper as a payment of some sort. That shit has happened before. I've had that happen before. That was completely out of my hands, like out of my control. My stuff was taken from me because I couldn't pay because shit went bad. And it was on somebody's property. And they took it upon themselves to repo my stuff. And I lost everything. And it was my every fucking thing. My living, my life. They had to take it because of what I owed of payment. It's shit like that, and that's why I run. I have to sometimes. It just happens. I can't fucking help it. If I think something's, like my shit would be taken or held from me or something like that, if I owe this or owe that and can't pay it, and like people get mad and upset with me if I owe them and I can't fucking help it, and if they're getting upset with me and I get it, I understand that if their patience is very, I wasn't expecting that to fucking happen. It's another thing when you fill out paperwork and then it just mysteriously vanishes. There's so many times I would have to have proof and witnesses and things like that and video record it. Trying to toughen up, be strong enough, and be prepared for it, and protect myself, and anything I own, and so I don't lose everything again, or have things taken from me, or people thinking that I wasn't doing anything about it. That's even more. Jesus Christ. You gotta get that shit taken care of without something thinking that you're not fucking getting it worked out, figured out, or whatever. When it's a fucking waiting process, or whatever you didn't know that didn't go through the mail or something, perhaps a reason, or you go to the damn post office and then you find out that your identity to do with that, it won't go through. You have to have a damn code for this shit and a code for that and to verify your identity, or you have to catch a ride to go to the Social Security office because too many pieces of shit motherfuckers, pardon my French, stealing your fucking information, your identity. You gotta verify that, you gotta prove this, you gotta prove that, because of how bad it has gotten with identity theft, fraud, and things like that. And you're like, well, I definitely don't want no part of it, and you gotta fork out money for that to, get a ride from somebody when you have no fucking vehicle. And then they wonder why. There's some people that are stuck in situations that they have nobody, no advocate, no help, none of that. I get it. I understand it. Survive, fight, survive, fucking survive, to hold this, to have that. Not a fucking thing was, okay, that's another thing. Nothing was ever given to me, nothing was ever,
bought for me, like, I don't know where that was coming from, but no, I had to, the moment I was working and things like that, if I wasn't fighting to be, from sickness and shit like that, and injuries and surgeries and whatever, I was trying to work. It had nothing to do with as if I didn't want to fucking work. I was fucking sick. Like, how is that not, like, how do you not understand that when somebody is fucking sick since birth, nothing to protect their organs with, and then people trying to kill me by assaulting me in my fucking stomach, hitting me and shit like that. I had to worry about that. And anyways, anybody that's ever gone through that, what was I going with that? Or being convinced of how much you need to allow shit to happen to you, and you're just like, why the fuck would I want to keep allowing shit like that to happen to me that I have to worry about and take care of and fix? And that's another thing, thank God for my doctors and nurses, because damn, oh my God, Jesus, like, it had nothing to do with I didn't want to work when I was younger or older. I was fucking sick a lot of the time. That's another thing you can't get, whether they give a fuck or not, to understand. Like, for God's sakes. This is just, if you care or not, or give a fuck about, or whatever, take it or not, to prevent anything you go through or gone through, or being told you have to this or that, or I'm just trying to put this all on here as long as it's not trying to be babbling about a bunch of shit or boo-hooing or feel sorry for me or keep victimizing my own self by being stuck in the same shit. Some people stronger than other people. But it does affect you from at a young age or not, or whatever, depending on the person. It's not, when you're born a certain way, you're sick, injuries, head injuries, this and that, everything you sustained or whatever, it is long term. It still affects someone. It actually really does. Depending on the severity of, everybody's different. The individuality, like, you can't categorize everybody in the same fucking, to do with injuries sustained or this or that, or mentally, of what somebody can handle or not, or health-wise at a young age and growing up, and have nothing but anybody and everybody getting on to you about either you gotta hold a fucking job, you gotta do this, you gotta live like a person without a fucking disability or anything fucking remotely like that health-wise. You can't live that mentality. You're not allowed to. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, and I gotta get a damn spot sprayer so I can, if I do have water, I can't run water in through my whole entire fucking camper. Kathy, Dixon Thomas, and Charles Haas, just so I didn't know if they knew or not. When I bought it, I didn't know. I should have looked, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I was just trying to have a fucking place to live. The water heater doesn't work. It's a propane water heater. It doesn't work. All the water I can't run through my camper. It doesn't work. It has to be ran through a water hose. But I'm not coming off my camper. I can't afford another thing right now. So I have certain other ways to live, to have water, but I don't really need somebody getting on to me about needing to have to buy a spot sprayer just because they think I have access to water and things like that when I can't even get the water. You see what I'm saying? There's certain ways you have to live, or if I have to go and walk and get water at one of the public places, I mean, I can put it in my car, but I don't want cops calling me again. That's happened when I've gone places to go get water. Law enforcement was called on me just to get water. That's all. I don't know who or why. I was just needing to get water. I didn't have anywhere else to go or anybody else to fucking bother or that's another. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to bug my neighbors and shit like that, or ask for this and ask for that. No, I'm not trying to do all that to get access to water and stuff like that. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive and teach yourself certain things, live, survive. Otherwise, you're not gonna survive. You're not gonna make it in this world. That's sad. As far as like, is it an experiment to do to people? Let's see how much willpower out of that or this, and not have somebody have to be fucking responsible for your ass. So that's kind of another reason, like, I wasn't trying to do with my parents. I know, they got their own health and stuff like that. I know that. I understand that. I know that.